来个 Snickers， 好点了吗？好多了，很少饥饿，做回自己。饿了，来个 Snickers。
It's like exactly the same. 400 HP on the Radiant Tower, 400 HP on the Newbie Tower. Literally identical movements coming up from these teams.
The question is, when are we going to see it all kick off? The Siege, I guess, Faith. Level 6 isn't it? Until they have the wards, the Siege really is Faith wants to go now. Faith wants to go now. Not a huge amount they can do on his own. Just move around.
The same exact look, they're both doing the same exact movement.
Poker coming in with
the same exact look, they're both doing the same exact movement.
Gets the range off. Yeah, it's going to chicken out for off the range pulls off, but he's going to tango up, and it looks like he may just survive range pulls off. He's going to tango up, and it looks like he may just survive range. It's going to be OP that wants to be punished. It's triple set, I can't believe he only just removing. Tangoing up through that remainder of the tick damage from the dragon. Tangoing up through that.
The mirror movements, but also Newbie not only get that kill, but they also take that top tower. The mirror big win there, but also Newbie not only get that kill, but they also get themselves some nice aggressive wards as well. For them in this, get themselves some nice aggressive wards as well.
Fortune starting to slip out the way. Yeah. A lot of farmers want on this bench.
Yeah, and
a lot of that's that large camp, of course, but a lot of farmers 62 CS.
Yeah, and
a lot of that's that large camp, of course.
Very high. And the great thing is too that with their lineup, the way that they built with the Ursa as the last pick is high. And fighting around that Roche pit for IG is actually impossible. Because now they're going to have everything set up. Fighting around that set up with the Ravage is potentially impossible. Once now they're going to have everything set up. Has his mask set up, Morbid Mask. There's like no way that IG can actually contest that. Even if they have everything online, Morbid Mask. There's like no way that IG can actually contest that. Even if they have everything online. Too much chaos.
Look at KP as well. What kind of build do you expect from him? Will he just go for the mech, or could we see a blink rush? KP, he's one of the ones who does sometimes like to prioritize the blink.
Yeah, he's varied. He's definitely done the blink rush. I've seen him do the mech rush. I've seen him do like the hood even sometimes, but for the most part it is, yes, the blink. He actually just straight rushes it too.
Yeah. May indeed see that again this game. Still yet to queue anything up, which probably out of anything does lead towards just saving up for that blink money. So, Kaka having a bit of pressure being put on him by XXS and Provoker as they shove the lane. Actually going to see
using
SCC straight into the pit. Does he get away with this?
He should be able to. I mean,
do you think they'll send anyone to check?
Expect the Venomancer goes mid, starts setting up the wards, he just makes his way there. I don't think they really can contest it either with their low amount of levels and their weak team fight in comparison to Newbie with this Ravage.
Maybe they could have checked that because they did scan. Radiant actually scanned by the Ancients, just sort of where the wall was, and it was actually a little too late. Maybe if that hit a successful read, then they would have known that SCC was smoking past it, but indeed the timing wasn't there, and SCC gets away with it. Massive play there for the Ursa.
Yep, the slow pace is definitely benefiting Newbie so far.
Yeah.
So I just was looking actually at a couple of KP's games as his tighter. So the recent ones he did just go for actually Pipe Guarding Grave, no blink.
Okay. No, that's he's doing the same.
Yeah, so this one he's got the hood already queued up. I mean, he's playing versus a super magic-oriented lineup. They actually have very little physical inside of IG. Bottom Q is level 6 on the distance. He's got the burst, and they actually commit the Ravage for him, and that's an easy kill.
I mean, it's a scary hero, you know. You throw everything at that visage, support or not. Get that hero out of my game.
Look at this, and now even the Venomancer is going to have a hood too, so they're all going to just build massive amounts of magic negation because, as I said, IG's lineup is pretty much all magic damage.
I mean, these familiars, they're coming in. And
the Gale though.
Do they get away with this?
Bottom tower is staggering.
Too much.
Drunks.
They're so fast though. The speed on those familiars is crazy, being able to run people down. So secondary catapult wave, IG is actually able to at least capitalize on that a bit and get the tower down to almost there. It's gonna be put into 9 range after the next couple of the shot, and it is actually from the corrosive breath.
Tower is under attack.
But that being said, Newbie also able to get bottom tower cleaned up with the first use of the Shadow Shaman ward. So just objective gaming coming out from Newbie, and it's definitely playing into their advantage. 2-1, 2k gold lead, and now continuing that siege onto mid lane. Everyone's healthy. They've got the hood on the Venom.
Tower is under attack.
Kaka's about halfway toward that.
Top tower needs some
getting these towers.
Radiant fortification could save them.
Radiant's middle
certainly
is under attack.
scary for IG then in that matter of sense. I've nearly got the rod on burning, just a recipe short.
And OP almost has the Shadow Blade at least finished off too, so they can like. Big invading place if Titan is going to be going through this type of build. And they have good vision. I think they can see the Burnings farming. They know the Darkseer's trying to still catch up because he did not have a good laning phase nor start. 0-0 and 0, but he was heavily pressured and he was being chased around by a Slardar and getting his creep stolen. So almost mech finished up at least for XXS, but it is going to be coming out at quite a delayed amount of time. Especially because they have all 3 tier 1s clean up. It's actually pretty surprising.
And we'll see if Newbie want to go for something as well with this. I see with the Blink Dagger, Faith does have smoke in his pocket. May try to go for a bit of action. They've got Kakra as well.
They're gonna. Okay. So they're probably expecting like Mugi to get ganked because IG was playing around that top side, so they're gonna like sit behind him and hope that that does happen again. IG is playing in the sides here. They don't see any information on the map though. They have one ward placed behind where the Veno is, but the other lanes, nobody's showing. Now they see KP bottom. Maybe now they try to see and get maybe more information, but Boca starts to scout out with this Vendetta, and he should get a lot of info from this.
Goes with the Shadow Blade as well.
Courier just went belly up.
Oh, he's actually with the Snipe the Courier with that Vendetta.
Alright, add the Ogre Club one, so
Nice. So that was a pretty fortunate sentry ward actually coming out from Newbie though. They placed it as they were pushing that top lane, and that's how they caught that they know that OP actually has the Shadow Blade, so hope he just want to do some scouting and stuff, and he gets noticed right away. And Newbie continuing the pressure now, tier 2 siege. Everything is online for them.
Radiant's top tower is
They literally just them dictating the pace of the game while IG's just like just kind of farm fighting 5v5. Their lineup is way too hard.
Dyer's bottom tower
Boca.
won't last
Kaka
long.
actually places the Tinker Ward down. He sees the Boca.
it looked like he was letting him go there. But he's just playing around with his next assassin.
Tower is
Should get the kill. I mean,
under
Boca still has a stun, but there's Triple C in the neighborhood. It's unlikely he gets away. He just will run out. He's got a blink on the Ursa, and indeed he comes in for the finish. As Triple C grabs the kill.
Good distribution of resources by Newbie too.
Straight away though, the ping was there. You know, he knows the wall's there.
Yeah. So they had at least like the Veno bottom. Tide was also like kind of jungling while the Ursa and the Slardar go for that kill. So yeah, they're just definitely having some crisper movements coming out from Newbie overall. Said though, IG seem to be they seem to be content with this farm. They've got the Atos finished up, almost the secondary Atos on cube, and now the mech is online. So those are the big item they have is the mech now for the Dragon Egg. Are they going to be able to make anything happen of it, or do any like big sieges? I think it's still going to be very difficult versus the side of Newbie.
As we're seeing now, Newbie, if they catch anyone with a corrosive and a Ursa jumping in, very hard for IG to save them.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Try and force something with the smoke.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear?
The Dire are scanning. They added that.
Is that new?
I definitely have never heard that before. I just heard the Dire are scanning, so that had to have been a new little voice thing. I don't think I'm imagining that one, so that was cool. Okay, I didn't know that it actually says anything for that. So Dire scan off the mark, but they're all posted up now on this high ground. 4 heroes. Still no Slardar Blink Dagger, but actually looking to invade.
Pretty good jump from IG coming around like this. They are prepared. Look, as Triple C's hiding the tree, they know that Movie's going to be jumping like this. Yeah, IG actually deciding against going for that fight around that position, which...
That's a hard place to fight versus Veno wards.
Pretty deep.
Titan can just TP on the shrine and it can be an absolute disaster.
So again, as you've been saying it, Newbie just slightly more efficient with their movements and with their farm.
KP has a big chunk of gold. He can buy the full mech if he wants to. He can just buy a straight blink if he wants to also. See which one he wants to do. He has the mech in his quick buy, but he hasn't purchased it just yet. He's making the decision.
I mean, do you think he's thinking of buying a full-out Blink Dagger? Or is it just the surprise of being able to just buy the mech as a whole and turning it to a fight?
I don't know. He's got the gold for it. He's kind of just chilling still. Maybe he's just like, maybe I can just get an even bigger item or something.
Radiance, let's go. See what KP does want to do. He almost said, I'm sure he will just pick up the mech.
I mean, the hood.
Sometimes he plays this way, just stockpile the gold.
The pipe and the Guardian Greaves are just they're just super good this game for his first team.
Well, again, I think this is IG indeed. Yeah, looking for another smoke. It didn't really work out too great last time. They want to try and go for it. They want to keep control of this Roshan. But, you know, Roshan is going to be up soon. We're going to see the respawn time very shortly.
They're just, I mean, they're feeling very pressured. They're like, we're a full magic damage lineup. It's 17 minutes in. We're not really able to do an aggression. And once Newbie does get actual BKBs, especially on this Ursa, they have like no way to really kill him unless the Reaper sight comes out first. So KP buys up the full pipe and buys a button. So that's what he was deciding.
Here we go. They're going in with the vacuum. It's only going to catch KP. There's going to be jumping back in return. Kaka gets caught up by the two-man stone from Baboka. Wards are dropped. But they're fighting around the Shrine. The Shrine heal more than enough to offset the damage from the Reapers. The Gale connects onto Burning. Burning pops the Shroud, trying to get himself out. But Kaka back in again with the blink. Into the crush onto two. Burning's down. The Visage Bird's falling low. Face got the shackles controlling up Access on the back of it. Another crush finishes off a second as it says Triple C picking up the double kill. And I mean, we kind of felt that was going to happen, but why? That was not the place to fight. They knew last time when they came around and they backed off, but they were just seemed too desperate and set on trying to make something happen, and it did not pay off at all there for IG. As they lose three. I mean, they've got the corrosive haze up Baboka. He's got to run. Maybe even losing more. He will get a spike carapace off in time, and looks like that will be enough to save him, but
still
not great. Not great from IG.
I mean, you think you hit the nail on the head there. Like you said, desperation is really what it's coming down to. They just feel like they have the early, they wanted to have like the early lead. They wanted to be the ones sieging towers and pushing, but they just can't because the way the lane's moving. It's more than 8,000 gold lead now for Newbie, and it's only 2 to 6. So it's not like it's this massive kill advantage. It's this objective kind of scenario that's happening that's letting them just build further and further ahead through their farm. And I mean, fighting into this Tidehunters just seems impossible. Now mech is about to be finished too with the pipe. All of IG's damage is just completely negated. And there's so much CC as well on the side of Newbie. We saw the like two-man crush into a Ravage, into another two-man crush. Just very difficult for them. Now, of course, with BKB.
This really feels like a game where Newbie had to do something pretty throwy for this one to fall back around. So as you've been saying, it's just everything that IG wants to try and do. Newbie just have an answer for it now. Roshan back up, S-Triple C into the pit, feeling confident, knows that he can commit and have very little worry about IG being able to do anything about taking it.
Yeah.
They're going to get it for free.
He's got the Dream as well. Like, he's already got the VTB, he's got the Menace, he's getting the 3 Roshes back to back at like the 10-minute mark, and now successively at the 19th, building toward that defusal as well. Really just the Dream items that he's going for versus the Necropost versus the Darkseer to
regeneration.
A bit of domination stack here for OP. Item-wise after the Shadow Blade, still looking for the BKB himself.
Having to commit the Dragon form just when he wants to just build the farm Ancients, and they're not hitting towers, might as well. KP finds OP, they're starting to chase him out. Shadow Blade's on cooldown, they get the Corrosive Haze too.
He's going to, TP out, that might be enough. No, they'll pop the Ravage for that one. Make sure they get the DK kill. And yeah, he's down without buyback as well, 50 seconds.
I don't even think they need the Ravage for big team fights anymore. Nah. Just because of the pipe in the mech and just how far ahead they're getting.
They can just run down lanes.
Yeah, Kaka actually just finds Baboka farming neutrals casually.
I mean, I don't think Baboka's getting back to base.
I think Baboka's dead. There's a Shadow Shaman coming too. He's holding on to the stun.
There's no way that this Nyx gets out of there. And indeed, Faith says, I'll take the kill.
And they're pressuring me too.
Yep.
Newbie just playing way faster and way better overall. Just much faster, just understanding what they need to do in their game, what they need to run a game like this. Like they were like, okay, we need to just like kind of farm it up for a bit, wait for Slaughter to blink, let them smoke into us. It's exactly what happened. They definitely have a very good feel on the pace and what they believe IG wants to do.
This is becoming very one-sided indeed. 11k gold lead, 21 minutes in.
It's getting grim.
IG with very little ways to turn this one around. I mean, even when the BKB's done on the Dragon Knight, it's just not going to be enough. In terms of a chain stun, as you say, you know, maybe if they get Millias out on top of the Impale and then the Reapers, they can kill at least one, but dealing with the team as a whole, it seems pretty impossible the way the newbies built themselves up at this stage.
Yeah, it's crazy how much it really is, because look, which one do you want to deal with? It's like, who do you really burst down? Because everyone, the cores are an issue. All three of those cores are big issues. Mugi hasn't even spent any of his gold. He's sitting on 4,000, has the full Hurricane Pike in his quick buy, but OP, scouted out by the wards, they get another deep one down. Uh-oh.
It's going to be the Dragon Icon again. They're just all split up, and
everyone's just kind of farming on their own, and they're in a position where they're probably all talking. They're like, we don't really know how to group up. We can't team fight newbie. We can't push towers. We can't get to objectives. So we just need to farm. And I mean, when you farm and get split up like this, it's bound to lead into pickoffs. And now, yep, put away high ground. They still got Ravage in about 20 seconds. Got the Shadow Shot.
jump straight in as well as we see Poker, poor old Poker on the front lines, forced in aggressively, and that will give them the space to get a tower at least with this force down. Very little reason for them to back off. Diffusal Blade completing SCC as well now, and he just goes straight in. Burning with the Ghost Shroud.
He burns just for good measure.
Does he? SCC just purges it, he backs off, takes the racks. The melee racks will fall in the middle lane. 15k gold lead. Obviously, we've not been able to watch the other games, but I wouldn't say this one should be far off of being the most one-sided game we've had so far here.
Yeah.
As this is quite the lead indeed, and a game as well as we've been saying where it looks like there's very little that IG can do to turn it around. Maybe some amazing vacuum wall play, but still, it's just the draft is not kitted out to play a game at a 15k gold deficit 23 minutes in.
No, you want to be ahead. You want to be the one dictating the pace. You want to be the one having them run at you with 5 heroes and you're sieging a tower, doing that kind of death ball, but it's the opposite. Yeah, Newbie's doing the death ball. I mean, I don't want to keep saying it, but this is looking similar to TI4, man. Look, we've got this Venom Ensign on one team, we've got this 5-man death ball kind of lineup where IG kind of struggles versus it, and I mean, it's looking successful.
Regeneration.
Very successful for Newbie. So, by the way, guys, I know there is a little bit of a bug going on right now, and it's not showing other heroes items. It's only stuck on Ursa. We apologize for that. It happened for a bit now, and we weren't able to really do anything about it. So we know that is happening.
That's pretty annoying. Yeah. But apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It should be. It's day one LAN, okay? We always have issues. I mean, it's TI, but even TI doesn't apparently escape that exception. Day one LAN, ladies and gentlemen. But they'll be on it, don't worry.
We can update you really quick.
We'll send them some angry messages. Don't worry, boys. We got you back.
Just give them, show them all the items really quick. Get that thing.
What's the button for that one?
I think it's F5, I believe.
Is that not paused?
I hope not. Well, for me.
Oh, I pressed it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you guys can see all
No, I don't think they can see that either.
Oh, can they not?
I don't think they can see that either. Check on the stream. What's the stream for? You can get it up. It won't pick up on my room. They can't see that either.
Oh, no, they can't see it.
You can't see it. Sorry, Twitch chat. You have to level up your compendium to level 3000 if you wish to see multiple heroes. Unfortunately, you can only afford one of them.
Well, we do have IG now. They go for a big smoke wrap around. It's into Aegis and Cheese, though.
There's the jump in. OP comes forward, but he immediately gets ripped apart by SCC. XXS is down as well as he's stuck in the wards. Now just forcing the rest of them back. SCC jumps forward onto Burning. Ghost Shroud isn't going to protect him when a diffuser blade is there in the hands of the bear. And GG's cool. I mean, to be fair, he didn't see the other ones. Who can they see the arms off? Except they just see the bear.
I think they only see the
SCC. Well, there we go. You only need to see SCC. The game was rather one-sided. Well, I don't know if we can fix the hero problem. I mean,
we'll let them know.
First series.
No, we didn't have the first.
OG's turn to ban.
Make Alina work very well.
CK, he was banned in the second phase of the last game. So
by Cloud9.
Should look to see if they do it again. We've already taken out the Phantom Lancer, so they're
The
very much
Dire
forcing
get a
OG
ban.
to play a different style, and now they will ban the Chaos Knight.
Means TA is available again, but they already grabbed Invoker, so that's why they don't care. Actually, so never mind about that.
Yeah, and up against the Phoenix, she'll burn to death.
Yeah. Let's see. So, OG, what did they ban apart from AM last game? It was AM and another carry, I think.
5 seconds. What'll it be?
Huh? you can look up the drafts, man.
Alright.
Stop being lazy over in that corner.
Alright.
You just click on the right.
Casting.
Okay. Let me call out the play. 1 minute 29, 28, 27, 26.
Okay, so last game OG banned Alchemist, Alchemist, that's what it was. So Alp got through this time. They banned the Batrider instead. There's a lot of adaptation compared to last game. There's so many bans that were present in last game. Bat is out, Wyvern, and Nyx, and PL. So we have 4 of the previous heroes banned in 8 bans. It's pretty common to see 1 or 2 sometimes. Then you just shift it up a bit. But this is a big change up this second game.
Envy's playing the long game, playing for the 18th. Oh, he understands that he needs to see OG strategies, more of them. So just keep banning out the heroes that play more and more.
Dire's turn to pick
different.
Earth Spirit.
And hello, Earth Spirit. He was banned out in the first phase previously. It was done by Cloud9, I believe, in the first phase of last game.
Who plays this hero on Cloud9? That doesn't really strike me as an AUI hero, but it is a 4. This hero is not really a 5.
Well, Paladin will play the bridge.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess there's no choice.
Yeah.
This is a bit surprising to me. I didn't think we were going to see AUI playing in Earth Spirit, but looking forward to it. That also means the Lich is a core. Unless it is possible to play Earth Spirit off lane. You can put it there, and in some games it can actually shine from that position because you get faster levels. So this hero scales incredibly well with levels.
I'd be very concerned that you wouldn't have a tanky frontliner if you did that, especially now as Juggernaut once again is getting worked into that one position.
Probably just a standard Lina mid, Earth Spirit support, Lich support, and then the Earth Spirit will focus a lot on mid. I guess they're picking the Earth Spirit mainly because of Invoker. It's actually a very good counter because Invoker is one of those mid heroes that's very static, very immobile, and can be put under a lot of pressure. And then you have this kind of a high impact lane, like a kill lane. Earth Spirit Lina can cause a lot of trouble. So see where they're coming from here with these 2 picks together. Just see what they decide to go for their off lane now. Juggernaut will safe and carry. I like the Jugger pick more in this game, by the way. I want to point that out. I think it makes a lot more sense to me to pick this hero against Phoenix and Invoker. Invoker 100% spell based. Jugger's a great hero against Phoenix. Healing ward messes with Sunray. You have a hero who can actually spin and destroy the egg. Pretty good choice overall. And I like it with like the pacing of Cloud9's lineup in this game. It's fast again. See if they can get better results out of it this time.
They just need the aggression to come with it.
Yes.
Like if they hold back and they farm, then you're going to see what we've seen from Anim time and time again. We saw it with the Templar Assassin. Early game doesn't go well. Players catch up with Ancients. Invoker, early game goes half decently. Picks up Midas, and mid game goes really well. Hirax will play very problematic for the mid. So maybe that's the other question mark too. How hard can that Earth Spirit rotate? We talk about Cloud9 not having that very obvious Earth Spirit player. It's not as obvious as someone like Jirax from OG, who is just renowned for that player.
Yeah.
Cloud9 doesn't have that type of player on the ES. And then you're going up against renowned Earth Spirit player. Jirax is going to know when that game's going to be coming in. and we get an Axe pickup now from S4. This is very, very tanky lineup and survivable lineup once more from OG.
Axe is a bit hit or miss against this type of lineup though. He's very good against Juggernaut, but that's it. I don't think he's good against any of the other heroes. And OG are running out of time and they're probably just like, okay, how do we get a hero that can deal with Jugger? Because the rest of our lineup is not good at dealing with Jugger this time. Axe gets Blink Blade Mail, Jugger kills himself on the Blade Mail. It's a pretty standard counter. The problem is Axe is not good against this like magic burst early game. See, sure you've got Berserkers called stay alive against the physical, but you're actually just going to die to these heroes in lane. Juggernaut isn't even a particularly good matchup in lane if there is stuns to set him up for the spin.
They still banned the Void. Like, I know the Void can work for no tail on the safe lane.
I think it's a very good ban, actually.
There goes the Enigma from Cloud9. Actually, yeah, it would have been that big AoE control they're still looking for, and they needed something out of their safe lane.
Yeah, I think they wanted Void, actually. Agree with that ban 100%. Sets up Invoker and Phoenix very well. It's very classic OG.
10 seconds.
It doesn't have the best synergy with Axe though, but I think they could have still taken that route. Especially when this short on time and they're like, okay, we need to make a decision. Fall back to your comfort zone.
Time is terrible. They've only got 5 seconds to make their choice, and Fly does not look confident. Well, I suppose it's one way to stop Omnislash from killing you. That's going to cause problems against Lina.
I love this hero. I love this hero, and I think it's good sometimes, and I think this is one of those games where it can work. So if you play Pugna position 1, which it looks like they will, they'll put the Invoker mid. You need a hero that can deal the physical damage that Pugna can't, and Invoker is one of those hybrids that has the damage in him if it's needed on Exort build to actually be able to right-click heroes. Netherward is fantastic this game. It's very good against Lina and Lich. Like you said, the Crepify has plays against Juggernaut, and...
I do think they got the counter push against him.
Fantastic. Anti-Mage as a carry would have been fantastic. To like make the space for him to come back. I really like this draft. To me, this is a very unpredictable game with a lot of like X factors. Mainly, I think heroes to watch out for will be Earth Spirit. Will he get good blink calls? 2, will he get to play Dota? The other one is he actually. If Axe has a miserable lane, if he has a very, very hard time, it takes so long to come back sometimes. Sometimes you miss the timing window of the hero that he's looking at. A lot of it comes down to whether they get the lanes they want. So let's see. Maybe they even put the Timber off lane at play for him. Tri-lane the Axe for that reason, that they want Axe to be shut down really hard. Who knows?
Well, vision up. We'll see where everyone's going to go. So it is going to be No-Tail into the safe lane. Flies hovering around mid with just Obs and Sentry, but you'll also notice the aggressive wards out from Cloud9. They smoked, they got out early. OG have no idea about this, so they're watching the ward, the rune, the bounty rune up on the top, keeping that eyes very closely on that, and then the other one in mid. So they're wanting to focus on the rotations off the top lane from OG, as well as give any kind of advantage into the mid lane that allows Sparta to win that. And OG's vision is also more towards the bottom lane rotation. They haven't put down their second Obs just yet, so we'll have to keep an eye on Fly to see where he believes.
Yep. I love this Phoenix.
What's he got on?
Vermilion Crucible.
At last, the battle begins.
It sure ain't no shovel and triangle head, that's for sure.
Bear. When you look, like right there, the model modifier, it's a bear.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the model itself looked like a bear. I was like, how do you see a bear in this lava egg?
Yeah.
All right, let's look toward mid, Toby. DOTA's happening, and they want to tri-lane bots in the start. Oh, shards. Jarek's still playing the old patch, so those shards would have been perfect, but this time they are
But thanks to the Observer, what they've got planted down, they understand the fighter is alone here, and they didn't de-ward the ops. So Jirax and Ana, yeah, they've revealed themselves, but Fly was keeping himself pretty well secret on the other side. That won't last much longer. He's already bailing out, and AUI is looking for a possibility onto No-Tail. Walks up, rolling boulder forward, MSS. He's only got reactive armor. There's no damage he can give to help kill off No-Tail. And No-Tail will have to burn the salve.
He has to salve and 8 tangos on safe lane Pugna. So he has plenty of sustain for now to stay in the lanes with Magic Stick.
I think he also understands the fact that his support is going to be busy elsewhere. Rolling boulders coming in once more. AUI really trying to get through No-Tail. There is, again, no level 2 on MSS. No Timber Chain or no Whirling Death.
And No-Tail actually has higher movement speed than Timber, even under Orb of Venom, because Pugna's base move speed is 335, and Timber's is 290, so he can't catch up when they're rolling. Good roll again from UI, though. This time he has the stun, he's gonna kill it.
Oh, with the kick, Icarus dive, it takes too long from Fly. He didn't actually have sprites to give either, and now MSS will move in closer. This happened also because the pull happened. So there was no way for No-Tail. Fly is running away from MSS. Whirling Death, and one more punch will do the work. And Cloud9 get 2 kills on their top lane.
That's what you get. Oh, nice steal from AUI as well.
They didn't have an Spirit player, is what we thought.
I mean, he may have played a game or two. I don't remember. It's not a hero I connect with this player.
Yeah, we always think of techies when it comes to AUI.
I don't think of techies at all.
I think of him every day.
Yeah.
I think of that game you had to cast
miserable.
In Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Techies, if you ever want an analyst to cast a fantastic game they feel really simulated with, get them to cast a Techies game. Nice double light striker range in the middle from Fada, keeping Ana and Jirax out once again. Yeah, maybe Jirax didn't get the patch note memo. Pushes them away with the ice shards once more.
So just to explain how this works, when you use ice shards now, where you target it is where the back wall of the shards end up. In the past, where you target it was where the center of the half circle would be that the shards form. So that means you need to cast it further back now if you haven't played Tusk for a while. I'm pretty sure Jirax has played Tusk for a while. I don't think it's just randomly picking it down. He hasn't played it for like 3 patches, but it's kind of funny in some games that you watch. It's just like the Tusk just needs 30 minutes to adapt. You can just tell he hasn't played Tusk for like 2 months. Not in pro games, however, but you know.
I don't think Jirax though would have any problems with that, but it'll be changing a muscle reflex maybe.
Pretty much, it's just you just need to convince your brain that it's wrong for the first part of the game, and then it's like fixed after that. Nice dodge off the stun there by Jirax.
He's creating space more than anything else.
Pretty much,
talked
yeah.
about like the issues for Ana potentially getting ganked. Yeah, the top lane's died. No tell, you can see where
Those were good though. That was really good shards. Counterplay from AUI.
Boulder, AUI got the double kick onto Ana as well as Durax. Durax has a snowball available. Ana trying to get out this one. The Light Strike Ray will connect. Fana staying right on his tail with the one charges and the claws. The Slave will be able to reach him just on the tip. Ana will fall down. Fana wants a little bit more, but doesn't have the damage to kill off Durax.
Actually very surprised to see us in this the way it is. Even with both Tusk and I guess Tusk started.
Oh, Durax, no. Wait, hang on. Is he gonna? Okay, it's because Spartak got himself an Invisor, and I thought Jared tank could farm a little bit for just a second longer. Fly's getting. Okay, MSS don't try and attack.
But yeah, this is basically the trade-off we had in the start, was that the Tusk was targeting mid a lot and Earthspear was targeting top in the start, so Fata fell behind a little bit on CS because he was getting targeted harder in that sense. But, you know, generally when you watch this matchup, it's the Lina that's ahead over the Invoker, and he is ahead on levels. It looks like the Invoker's doing well here because he's 6 CS up, but Fata almost has a full level advantage here after that kill. And that can very quickly snowball in this mid lane. We're going to roll in with AUI, will be dodged.
And this time Ana actually got a little bit of vision thanks to the Obs ward, but...
He's still going to die.
Yeah, he's got a couple of one charges up his sleeve with the cold snap and the ice wall.
Oh, he missed!
Oh, he's gonna... Oh, no! Oh, the Slave is a little bit off to the right!
Ana's so good. I think Fata's a bit triggered now. That is so... Oh my god. It's like, it's one thing that you miss, but you feel like that attack didn't miss because you fired it and you didn't see the miss text until the attack actually misses.
Oh, AUI. He just tried to rolling boulder away. He'll still get the double kick, however. Durax and Fly hop the tails. There goes the Shaz, and AUI is actually pinned. He cannot get out. He is another block in Durax's igloo.
Those kind of things, I can't state enough how much it actually matters that this kill mid doesn't happen. If this kill happens and they do it successfully, Earthspirit might not be moving there. Bahasa would have been level 6 way earlier, and he used all of his mana to not get the kill. So, like this mid lane now where they're both pretty much level 6 would have been maybe an almost level 7 Lina and a level 5 Invoker. And that is really going again. Now instead there's plays available. Very nice by Jerax.
You want to tilt somebody, this is one way to do it. Stop roll forward. Fana able to get the able to get cold snapped up. Ana with the extra help will Fly. The Light Strike Array is actually going to get it with the Slave. Fana, turn your frown upside down. They'll get both the Fire Rat as well as the Master of Magic.
Alright, never mind.
And Envy's going to go into the solo kill on bottom. He can consume Mango and go for the Omni Smash, but decides against it against S4. Okay, he still can. Okay, he consumed the Mango.
So right after OG got out of jail mid, they go for a 3-man gank and die 2. So now mid lane is back to what we were expecting it to be. Bit chaotic.
Everything in the world is back to where it should be. Wait. S4 trying to bait with a huge cleaver. It's not like they're going to see your animation. Envy spins and then just backs out.
The score is getting some pretty good farm. This lane is not that easy for the X. Playing against Jagger Lich, not the easiest thing ever. Of course, Envy, miles ahead.
Yeah, all 3 cores of Cloud9 are miles ahead. They have the top 3 net worths on the board at the moment, 3-2, 3-1, and just shy of 2-7. And the highest you have is Ana. Actually, I take that back. Now it's actually Axe. He's just ahead at 2.5. Notel, rolling boulder forward, gonna miss his target. Durax is nearby. They shard up again, not able to block MSS, but they interrupt his timber chain out. So Notail moves in with more Nether Blast, but the damage isn't enough. The Sunstrike, MSS decides to be aggressive, turns around for the fight. Even AUI unintentionally kicking Fly in with a rock. So they'll lose the Pugna, and Cloud9 running forward. MSS having to dodge sprites. I don't think he really cares that much. He's still taking him to survive.
And a sentry mid. This could be a really big kill. He can't kill him almost on his own. Anyway, comes in.
Yeah, rolling boulder into spin.
Oh, they don't have. He doesn't have any stones.
Does he go up?
He had no stones left.
They see him. They see him. They see him. He's in the sentry. He's in the sentry. He's out of the sentry.
Close call.
Vision game.
That could have been very different if AUI had 1 stone, but he has used all of his stone. There's been so many plays that his stone economy right now needs a bit of time to build up again. If there was a silence there, so Invoker couldn't go Ghost Walk or a stun, it could have maybe killed him there, but Ana gets out again.
So is this when we say it's a 2-2? Anna is 2, Cloud9 is 2. And as mentioned, dodged the game a couple of times. MSS, nice change. That snowball's going to go in deep. And the Sunray damage, Jurex doesn't reach him. MSS just changed further and further away. OG really wanting the kill on that off-lane Timbersaw.
Dyer's
Pressure will be applied. This rotation of heroes actually takes out of that. S4 just solo kill Blitz for that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not exactly the lane I was looking at.
Middle tower
Very
is under
unlikely play.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
He might
under
have caught him on the way out of the shop, or maybe Pi was just a bit out of position there.
Dyer's middle tower
Coming towards the
is
mid.
drowned.
They're trying to stop Eternal Envy and AUI from just taking the tower. So Jurex will take the creep wave away from the tower. Rolling boulder, dodged by Jurex. See it coming from a mile away. And then rolling boulders to the range creep under the tower. Sunray's out. Jurex doesn't have enough life to survive that. AUI trying to help out with the kick. Now into the Omni Slash. Anna, the Sunstrike's in a good position. Eternal Envy sharing the burden with his creep wave. But the burden is too much. Envy will die underneath the tier 1 tower. Notel joins the fight, but he doesn't have the mana. Even with the Soul Ring and 1 charge, there's not enough to keep
middle
him.
tower
And
is
Bahasa has
drowning.
Laguna Blade. Notel knows he has to give that respect.
He could easily get caught by a roll here. Still only 1 stone now on AUI, but these heroes are very low. At the same time, there was a kill top, right? Or was that bottom? MSS killed S4, so
Yep.
the Timber rotated down and got a very nice kill there, of course.
It looks like he was creep skipping.
Yep. About right.
That's a nice observable to have for OG. They now see 4 heroes from Cloud9 in the mid lane. Like, Phoenix would probably just, like, Sunray and slow this down. Speaking of, yet again, another kill in bottom lane that we get to miss, it's Notel solo killing MSS.
There's so much stuff going on in this game that is, like, all of these solo kills and weird ganks that are happening is very active and very unpredictable.
But you're expecting the fight to happen in mid, like Cloud9 are pushing to push it, and then Notel just walks down and realizes he's more powerful than the Timber will ever be. And Anna's going to join him. They want to try and force this. Like, Father is nearby. Notel is just so juicy. You want to go for him. And AUI, rolling ball forward. Anna.
But they still don't
A reveal.
This already happened once before now for AUI. It really needs
Oh,
to
they found another one. Notel. He's decrepifying, but then the Blade Fury's doing more work. Then the water's down. Eternal Envy doesn't have Omni Slash. And right now, oh, the silence. Pugner couldn't drain out of him enough. The healing ward will die. MSS will jump in. They can at least farm the nether ward.
20 gold. Yeah!
Ah, critical.
Who cares about the Pugna kill if we can get 20 gold for a 3-hero rotation?
They had actually 5 heroes in the bottom part at the end of all of that.
More or less.
OG rotated 2 down for that.
It feels like the game is stabilizing a little bit now with the way heroes are moving around. I think the main thing to keep an eye on right now is the fact that everyone has their ultimate apart from the Tusk. Tusk is a bit far behind here, but the rest of the heroes are definitely able to team fight, so we're probably going to be looking a bit more towards, like, the heroes will come together more now. S4 has his Blink Dagger, and then this Phoenix ulti, this is the time to go. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Here comes the smoke.
Dia just scanned and they got a positive ping on AUI moving up. So either they'll know it's a ward or they believe they're being swarmed in from around the back. In fact, that's a line that was drawn in by Fly. He was actually thinking that people were doing the old wraparound.
Dyer's middle tower is under
He's going
attack.
to give them a tower as well. Notel reads it perfectly, dodges around the long way and gets to his tower.
Too many players missing.
Yep.
No one's pressuring the mid anymore. There's a bottom lane that's not taking any level of farm. Like, compared to game 1, these lanes have practically been a ghost town for the amount of people spending time in them, like farming them up. Everyone's rotating with multiple numbers to take the fights. And OG, they are here. They're here in force.
Middle tower.
Quick little sigil. MV starts his spin. He may have actually really wanted to have that in a bit, but Jurex throws the shards out. They'll be pushed a little bit higher. Paladai, he's got that Chain Frost available. Sunray is out. Here comes Paladai. Chain Frost up. Icarus can take it up, down, and around. And the snowball, it never bounces the Omni Slash. It goes on top of S4. MV starting off his spin. S4 doesn't have the life to survive through this. Maybe now he does. Able to get the call and the dunk. The bonus move speed. Getting Jurex to get away. And the blink from S4 to the trees. The bonuses allow them to escape the Timbersaw and get a 1-for-1 trade-off. They did still lose Notel, who was trying to battle the back lines. not out scot-free. Chipper chain up, Jirax, snowball dodges straight through the middle of the chain. Chakram is back up for MSS. Chains forward, Chakram's down, Jirax. Mr. Michael Flatley right now, Lord of the Tusk. Dodging the attacks perfectly.
Very nice footwork by OG, honestly. Both of those plays from Jirax and S4 could have easily ended in Cloud9 kill. Got outmaneuvered and outplayed in both occasions, and they also defend their tower this way. OG barely took any damage on that. And they claim their own. No Tail got that one. Pi, he will be fine. Oh, Sunstrike. Oh, yep.
Oh!
Structures are
Mid
fortified.
tower is going to go down. So another rotation here from Cloud9.
I think Anna's looking for the deny. I think you might be able to see Lucas, but the rock is in front of him. Here comes Tough Cut. Got him! Dodging the attacks perfectly.
Very nice footwork by OG, honestly. Both of those plays from Jirax and S4 could have easily ended in Cloud9 kills, but got outmaneuvered and outplayed in both occasions, and they also defend their tower this way. OG barely took any damage on that. And they claim their own. No Tail got that one. Pi, he will be fine. Oh, Sunstrike. Oh, yep.
Oh! Got him!
Generally considered a hero that falls off a little bit, then you look toward Cloud9. Lina scales very well. Timber actually scales very well, even in an offlane position when he has this at the start. MSS is 5-1 with 66 CS. Jugger is a little bit so-so for phases, but he can also be very good late game. So Cloud9 this time, I think, have the tools to win this one if it goes late. And that means they don't have to feel as stressed to make these moves that they were making in the first game, where OG just counterplayed them very well.
So then it's up to OG to be the aggressors. But
well, maybe. It depends, because I don't think OG just flat out loses late game either. It's a lot about who gets the jump and Invoker's ability to scale. Both teams can feel comfortable, I think.
The Glimmer gets him so close. He's so close to Bada. They Sunray, but they didn't see him. Oh, do they? Yep, there we go. There we go. The burn connects. Bada tries to break free. Here comes just Sunstrike. AUI. He'll actually share the load, but the Lina goes down to no tail. With the Nether Ward, she cannot commit anything. It's one of those brutal things for a Lina where you take the damage before the ability is cast. So even if she wants to Laguna, she'll kill herself.
Yeah.
And still not do the damage.
It's a level 1 ward.
It's only level 1?
It only gets worse.
True.
Decrepify is a really good spell. It's been buffed a lot of times now. It's pretty crazy how much this ability does now. 6-second cooldown.
Dyer's top
second duration. Makes things die or not die.
Amplify a hero like Timber Soul who can resist almost every bit of
Dyer's top tower.
Pugna can make Invoker look really good sometimes.
Yeah.
We didn't actually talk very much about how Decrepify synergizes with their lineup. It's very good with Phoenix and somewhat decent
being top. S4's coming in. He wants the creep wave, however. He doesn't just want to have MSS by himself. But with Call into Sunstrike, rolling Boulder, just flip him. Like, oh!
Oh, it's really close.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, no Palpatine. But that Culling Blade, mid-chain, it's like the master of blades.
The top tower did fall for OG, so at the very least, MSS managed to accomplish that. Like you said, they got the kill on them, but still very, very even. I'm curious to see if Cloud9 will be looking to, like, just what pace they're going to go with. Because as I said before, they can play it fast, they can play it slow. I don't feel like there's necessarily a problem to either style. But I wonder what they feel. Like, it's like, we can't let it go. We need to go and get stuff done, or we trust in our ability to scale. Because their Lina, for example, is going for a Bloodstone first item, which is generally considered a bit of a slower, farming-oriented build-up, rather than going for, say, a Yule's first, where you really just want to fight and find picks all the time. The Juggernaut is going straight into Manta. This time, no drum for Envy, so also a bit more
Courier snipe. Courier kick. Had that vitality booster which belongs to Fada. Kicked with the fist. Yeah. That's right, he needs the active. But it's funny talking about like all these items like going into potential late game, like it's the sand transition for Cloud9. No-Tail, I was expecting the Yule Scepter to be coming out on him, like some kind of extra disable or something to fight him up. But Ether Lens as well as Glimmer Cape, and then going into an Aghanim Scepter is the second one.
This is the... We haven't seen that much Pugna, but I think this is like one of the more standard builds to go for right now. You get the Glimmer for your own defense mainly. Casted range is massively important on Pugna, so I definitely think Lens is almost always going to be a good choice. So you can blast from far away, drain from far away.
Is it worth disassembling him later on as well? Like, you are up against a Timber Sword, and if you've ever thought about building a silver tower faces a right now, I don't know who else on OG would buy one.
I mean, it's extremely gimmicky. It could happen, but I don't even think he thought about it.
Sunstrike, the Blade Mail is down, and that's exactly what you're talking about as the counter to the Juggernaut. When Blade Mail is up, Juggernaut's going down. Woo! There goes the pop with the Lich Ulti. It doesn't bounce anymore though, but you've still got a 2-for-3 trade-off. Jirax will go down, stuck inside the Chakram, but now MSS is the one in trouble. Anna sitting in the back line, so with all the disable, all the control. There's still a 4-for-3 trade-off. No team really coming out fully on top of that one. Maybe OG, just because they're too close divided compared to Cloud9 0 close divided.
Yeah, they get a lot of nice goals on the Pugna Invoker. If they have to keep 2 heroes alive, these are the 2 they want to keep. And in addition, Ana, I think, got 2 or 3 kills as well in this fight.
Radiant's middle tower, I think that's the first kill he gets. First reveal the Blade Mail as well.
Yep. Actually, don't even think they need it. Axe together with Invoke deals so much damage. Very nice Chain Frost. Huge impact on this fight again. I think Pilot Eye has been very good at using Chain Frost both games so far.
Haste.
But here he is. Ana gets 2, No-Tail gets 2.
I'm still wondering if Cloud9 are very happy with that fight, because it felt like they were struggling for positioning. Like you had No-Tail controlling up perfectly the high ground, just a little bit to the bottom right of the fight. Like then you had Ana coming in through the other side, and I guess Cloud9 were just trying to retreat back to their tier 2 tower and make the best out of it.
It's a difficult position to fight in for the Radiant. It's one of the best avenues of attack for Dire, because they have, like you said, they have multiple ways of coming in, and they have the high ground. So, all things considered, I think Cloud9 should be okay with this. The Juggernaut died before the fight even began, right? So yeah, that was kind of a 4-5 afterwards.
Envy just got very lucky. The creep wave aggro to OG in the creep. And because of that, their gank got revealed.
S4 didn't break his smoke though. Still on the hunt here.
Throw a line to
Get a very nice position here in the bottom lane.
Seeking. Just like your heart is under attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Creep skip then. Would have tried the creep wave in perfectly, and then
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
But it's Cloud9 who are all missing on the map at the moment. The Observe Ward scanning both Melina and the Timber. Now the Lich, okay, they see everything. And the ES and they smoked underneath the Dire Observer Ward. S4, which call do you want to go on? They focus over on the Lina. Once again with the Blade Mail, they're able to delete 1 hero from this fight. How much more is OG able to get into the Nova? Pilot die as well as AUI having really just getting out of range of the Nova. And S4 too deep. The Lich Ulti will bounce around. It goes down to Pugna. It's back up into Adder and Axe. They're trying to Sunray heal through this. Now Fly ends up tanking it, but they will survive. The Glimmer, they're getting a little bit of the damage. Snowball up in MSS. Jirax needs more space to fight out this one. Underneath the cover of the Nether Ward now Fly. Still very low. 44 HP, but 44th enough to stay alive. MSS cannot find him on the back line. Eternal Envy into the fight too. He's already burned his Omni Slash. S4 looking for the spins on the wave, letting the Blade Mail do the work. Dung Spider! Just they kill each other at the very end of it all. Cloud9 are pushing out hard. They want all the OG calls, but No-Tail sucking them dry for the moment until they'll cut him down with the blades. Highlight Die actually frost blasting No-Tail out.
That was a really long fight. And one of the very surprising things for me in that fight, I'm not sure how much of a replay we're going to get, if we're going to get the whole thing from the start, but so it's one thing, Cloud9 smoke and OG know it. Fatsa was running toward the stairwell and his smoke broke and he just ignored it. He ran through another full 2 seconds just up the hill.
Here's the replay.
So the smoke is already broken. He just keeps going, man. He's just going in. And now he's dead. I don't know if he wanted to get gone after his bloodstones. He's alive very soon, and he's probably one of the better things that can happen. But this Icarus dive from Fly was sick. He actually blocked the rolling boulder out when he was flying in, so they got a bonus kill on the Earth Spirit. If Earth Spirit gets out there, this can get really nasty for OG, because let's be honest, they're diving really deep for this time of the game. This the clutch again, Fly getting out.
They go and gank up on top.
This is not a replay, guys.
You can say this is live as Fly goes down. Cloud9 trying to be really, really aggressive. Got some good walls down as well, but you see OG's lines drawn directly after that. That's actually coming out from Jirax, I believe. Lines say push mid, push bottom.
Bahasa going Blink. Go! This is pretty uncommon. I am a really big Blink Dagger fan. I think this item is so good and is still not bought enough in many games, but I don't know.
It's his initiation, the Blink Yules.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it.
No, he's got Yules in quick buy.
Exactly, but generally you buy it the other way around because the Yules is on region to save yourself and stuff. It's very good against Axe to have a Yules in your team. You can counter-engage when he goes in for that Blink call on the Jugger. It's actually massively important that they get a Yules here that is reliable. So maybe that's why he's getting the Blink with it, is that he feels like, okay, I need to always be able to reach enemy.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
But Fata is one of the players who likes to stray away from the norm a little bit and buy other items that he likes. We've seen him in the past, like, revolutionize the ways people played mid. He used to go troll with mech and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like he had a patch where mech was the mid item that he really liked. This time, it's not like this is extremely unorthodox to go for a Blink, but it was not what I expected.
It's probably him understanding his position. He needs to survive. You look at the difference in Bloodstone charges. Timbersaul's walking around with 17 Bloodstone charges at the moment compared to the 5 Bloodstone charges in Lina. There's just some heroes who just cannot tank and stay alive throughout these fights. MSS is definitely one of them.
And he already has a Yules, and now he's going Blink too. So they're going to have 2 Blink Yules
Scanning for
in the near future to be able to help Envy, and he needs it this game. The fights have not been easy for this Juggernaut.
OG's going to miss the gank on him. Envy just left nothing but copies. Anna, EMP burn. MSS's worst friend, but with 30 mana regeneration.
Lots of my Blink stun here.
Can he get him? Blink. Fly strike array. It's going to connect to the target. Here comes Jirax, however. Snowball tries to create space. And it will not work. The sun's on point from AUI. And OG lose 2 heroes and probably Roshan as well.
Yep. Most definitely a Roche going the way of Cloud9 here. No buybacks.
That's why I want to kind of mess with him a little bit. S4's already pressuring top tier 2 tower. It's going to drag MSS out. So right now it's only Envy and Fada inside the pit. I say only. We do have the Night Watchman, AUI up on the cliff. It's Cloud9's try. Okay, so Envy just basically drew a line saying, let's go bottom after this.
Yep. I think they're going to give this one to Bahasa.
This fire will never
It's a good choice. You could argue that getting the Aegis on the Jugger is very good, so that if he gets Blink Blade Mailed by Axe, then he has a second life to back. But the way this is more likely to go down now is that if they jump on Envy, they get that Yules counterplay, he spins and stays alive. If they jump on Fata, he's just a very quick kill for the other heroes. And he has way more to give in the fight with the second life. Juggernaut will use Omni Slash, and then when that is used, it's like, okay, hope we won. If we didn't, my hero is not that strong afterwards with the items I have. Fata's second life has a lot of value. I like this.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yep, tier 2 tower's gone. OG, that tier 3 tower looks like it will come under siege with, yeah, they're going.
All right.
You have every ulti up for OG.
Is about
This
to
is
take
bold.
the plunge.
And you have, okay, Jirax is TPing back, everyone's TPing back. It looks like also OG were not expecting this.
No, they forced the TPs and then they got the hell out of it. I don't think they can go in there when there's multiple heroes.
attack.
Anna's still playing around the mid. He can't come back. He actually had BTs on cooldown. So he just added as much pressure and space to the mid lane.
I'll take that as tribute.
Radiant are scouting for enemies.
And then instantly invokes Ghost Wall just in case. But he could have himself a double damage room to invoke a hunt time.
I don't think OG want to make aggressive moves now as anything else than a full unit. It's difficult for them to take skirmishes into this Radiant lineup now that they have all these items plus the Aegis.
Yeah.
They want a structured team fight where they can get Blink, Call, Blade Mail into Phoenix. The Blink Call plus Sunstrike is not likely to succeed anymore now that there's this Blink Yules.
Maybe what they want to do is just not fight at all. Force this exact
They found
situation.
an no-till.
Yeah, but Anna is all... well, okay, yeah, they can fight top lane. I'm thinking down towards bottom lane if they want MSS.
is a
The Sunstrike is going to be able to connect with Cole snaps as well. Here comes your call once more. S4, all you got to do is drop him down low, and then they can Culling Blade him down. So it looked like S4 was just trying to create space. Meanwhile, on top lane, NOTAL is still alive. The sentry's down from both sides. NOTAL makes a break for the tree line. Observer is also planted. The creep wave will take care of that pretty quickly. Smoke and mirrors, snowball fallen. He's going for Eternal Envy. It's not even for Pylai Die. G-Rex doesn't even give a crap about the support. He wants the core. The Nova, they're trying to run out. Envy thought for a moment he could run in, but he made his way towards the Nova. Shards by Ford once more. Here comes your Timberstorm, but he got smacked down by the Nova, and Anna has joined the fight as well. The call is out. S4 held them there. The Sun Ray, he cannot reach G-Rex, but the burn will hit on the Fada. Second life available, thanks to the Aegis, the Immortal. Timberstorm drained insanely low. AUI wants something more. NOTAL on the run back out. All of OG are trying to run out, and NOTAL hides in a crevice. They don't see him. They have no idea. Clueless is the name of this movie.
Cloud9 need protection. Like this Glimmer Cape and this Ghost Walk is doing so much. I think
they tried. They put a sentry ward down in the middle of the fight, but the fight progressed so far.
They need a dust finally. Okay, AUI was like, okay, that's enough, man. That's enough. He had 2 moments earlier in the early game where they didn't have dust.
Look at tier 3 tower bottom lane. It just got taken. Anna was pushing the lane out. His forward spirits finished the job. He moved so fast to get down there. Involved in the fight, switches to bottom lane. Didn't even BT down there, I don't think.
That last fight, I don't know if we can get a replay of it now, but I think 3 kills were avoided because OG had that Glimmer Cave and the Ghost Walk. Like, in succession, OG could have been run over there. That was an Aegis fight that OG won. They were fighting into Aegis and got away with it. And the position of that fight and the way spells were used, I think, are we seeing it now? Or is this
This is now.
He's just glimmering for fun by now. It's like, yeah, I have a Glimmer Cave. Did you guys know? Because if you're playing like you don't, get a toss. Okay.
And that's why G-Rex is buying a gem next. Get rid of all the possible sentry wards. I suppose there's no one in biz this round. Pilot does have the 2 dust.
Yeah, this is crucial. I think. Oh, they bought 2 dusts. Okay, nice. Because I think the Earth Spirit desperately needs a dust in these fights. As I mentioned very early in the game, he missed like 1 or 2 opportunities, and after that I was expecting to see dust all the time. You know, sometimes you slip, you forget it, or you don't have the gold in the right moment because you're buying your Blink Dagger or whatever, and then you just don't have a dust. But until this game ends, detection will not be a problem for Cloud9. I think it's like that by now they've been screwed by it too many times to not deal with it for the rest of the game.
It's gonna be smart for OG. G-Rex puts down 2 aggressive Observer wards on the top lane, allows them to push the tier 1 tower, but more importantly, because of the damage that Anna did on bottom, the fact they took out the tier 3 tower, these shrines are now exposed. So OG can get rid of Cloud9's Roshan shrine, which is probably more critical than anything else. With no tier 1 tower in the mid, it'll take them a while to bring in reinforcements and ensure they get the next Aegis Immortal.
And they have a good amount of time to take the shrine as well, because the Roshan died 5 minutes ago. So there's still like a good couple of minutes to send in some Forge Spirits or some Nether Blasts and then eventually get rid of that shrine. I think it should be next in the menu. It's either that or they try to go for a really aggressive play bottom and get Alina Rax, because that tower being gone is a really big deal for the defense of Cloud9, obviously.
A decent way of pushing in through top and no one going to react to it. Alright, I say that now. I see 4 TPs come to the top lane to react to it.
是，他们自己还是比较忌惮这个无法。
He can very quickly connect. He's going to run through a ward though.
Oh, there's your taunt. It's over on MSS. Sunstride's kicking in. G-Rex to the neighborhood. AUI. The snowball dodges the kick that came from him. S4 had the BKB to protect himself anyway. The EMP splits the field up. OG, maybe not so certain about going back in just yet. Blade Mail's off cooldown. 1 second, but the BKB won't be available this time. And Anna, while he was starting his BT out and blinks away, realizing the Fada was going to go for the stun, and they realized it too. They know he had the vision. They pinged the ward out straight away.
Oh, this is classic Light of Heaven. He always pings the shrine. What? He's pinging the shrine over.
They found a target. Blink, Mora's punch. The Sunstrike actually connects on AUI a little Sparta, but the Lacuna Blade. Invoker is deleted. The Yorza to follow on Tuskar. basically shook around, but no! The charge! Jirak understands that positioning, pushed himself down the hill, trying to dodge the light strike array, but that's just too much to dodge. 4 heroes around him, and that is a big pickup for Cloud9. Invoker down is good gold, it's good experience.
That was a very optimistic
shrine is
attempt.
over attack.
Top dead.
Yep.
Timing. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Didn't even have
Support
mana
there.
for calling blade, he just gets...
Fada's coming in. Pilot A, they get the frost fly. He's stuck in the tree line, starts his TP. They need a stun. Fada, too late. And you'll also get S4 back out to safety. Meanwhile, NoTail taking a shrine.
Yep.
Light of Heaven, please pick.
Dang it.
Radiant's bottom
Okay, so
shrine has fallen.
I think the reason Ana and Jerax went for that attempt they did before, where they both died, was that they have really good vision in the area. You see these this aggressive Dire Observer ward there. But they were so close to the tower, and if that kill doesn't happen instantly and they have a get out plan afterward, then it's going to cost you. And they didn't even get a kill. But ultimately, of course, this kill on the Juggernaut is going to help buy OG time to get their cores back in the game, and it doesn't cost them too much at the end. Stabilizing again, 3k lead for OG. Roche is spawning soon, and the top shrine did not get claimed, so Cloud9 still has that strategic element to play around. I doubt this gem on AUI. Dust isn't even enough, guys. Now they got the full package. Gem, dust, sentries.
It's a shame he couldn't have waited longer and just stalled. So, Jerax is going to buy one.
Yeah. So Jerax is going to carry the gem for OG, and the gem for the Radiant on Cloud9 is on Pilot Eye, actually. He gave it away with Earth Spirit, because I think he's expecting, I'm going to roll in, I'm going to die.
Sacrificial Spirit.
Yep, pretty much.
You got BTs on Fana, so he can join this top 5 when he's ready.
Yep.
And both teams are lining themselves up for it. And yeah, there's the TP already. Roshan's up. The Sigil goes inside the pit. It didn't go in deep enough to look at Roshan. But the Forge Spirits are on a scouting mission. They're going to come in around the back of the smoked up Cloud9. Tinker War doesn't see enough. The line is being drawn now by AUI. B-line to the tier 2 tower in mid. And that's actually the best place to attack. OG, I'd say they're not positioned to defend from this. They have the low ground.
Top shrine
So
is
at least it'll be even ground if Cloud9 come down to them.
This is a very big moment. And nobody finds anything. So OG dodged their smoke. And OG have their own. They're going to smoke themselves, I think, after this camp.
It's like that cliffhanger at the end of Season 1. Don't worry, we'll come back for Season
Radiant's
2
top
at the end of
shrine
next
is under attack. Radiant's
aren't
top
even.
shrine has fallen.
Yeah, they were literally in front of it. And they didn't have a look. The Forge Spirits should actually go in now. Yeah, the ping just came out from the side. One in. Like, oh, there he is.
They got rid of the top shrine, so Cloud9 don't have that to play around any longer. Cloud9's smoke failing there is pretty important, because OG, as mentioned, still have their own. What's the timing of this one? 9 seconds on TV Axe, and Lina is the only other one right now. 9 seconds.
And you've got a 10-second BKB on the way for info. He's already finished up his Axe on Doreen.
Oh, yeah.
BKB and then into Shiva's. Appears to be the build order for Rat.
Yep. BKB is an amazing item for both teams this game, so it's worth keeping an eye on the status of that.
Is that actually the full Shivas?
Bahasa never got his Yules, by the way. He just went for that BKB. So they only have the Yules of Timber still.
Maybe they're happy with that. Like Timber Yules is enough to at least try and save Envy. Like, apart from that, Envy at least do it yourself. He's got Manta, he's got Blink Dagger, he's got Spin.
Very, very underfarmed. The big farmers this game are the Lina and the Timber. You can see the CS here. This is not... Jugger is difficult to play in this position because this hero... I mean, it's just how the game plays out. They need to push the waves, and Jugger is just worse at it than the other two heroes, so they will get more farm. But it's hard to play Jugger like this. He's very underfarmed compared to the other cores, and the hero itself is just not that good.
That's why Invis Rune, if he actually felt confident enough to move up the hill, he probably would have died thanks to the Observer and Sentry again down for Cloud9. because every time they want to take a fight around Roshan, like this obs as well as like sort of sentry ward get planted just in front of the pit. Almost every time, it's that same kind of position every time. I say every time.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Worth of like 4 sets.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very important place to cover.
Yeah. Just makes it obvious for S4 to dodge.
I wonder if Timber is going to reach a stage here where he won't die, even if he gets jumped on by X plus full Invoker combo and everything, because MSS is getting really tanky. Hood Octarine, he has 3k health, he's close to 25 now.
Maybe it would have been better for like a Bloodthorn style build coming in from the Invoker.
Actually, it's an interesting choice, yeah. I think this physical thing could come back to haunt them still.
MSS. Oh, okay, maybe he knows he's that tanky.
To get rid of that.
Very difficult. They have to cut the trees to see it.
I don't really want to.
He's really not certain about it. Because he knows if he jumps in that far, potentially Axe can just blink and call him, and then they Sunstrike and just combo. Forcing the rest of Cloud9 to fight underneath the Netherward. So it's got to be Roshan for somebody. It's like no one wants to take the risk. Okay, that might help. S4 found himself a haste rune. Quick Netherward down to Notel. Stars his TP out. This is problematic. Notel, do they just cut their losses? No, he's got Glimmercape. There are no losses.
None of the reveals were nearby, with the Lich and the Earth Spirit were far away, so he gets out of that.
And Anna's also not involved. He can't be. His BTs is still on cooldown for 10 more seconds.
Yep.
He was busy farming up. What's coming on the courier? His BKB is now done. Now they actually want to fight. The fresh 10-second BKB in the 2 9 seconds has a lot of immunity for Cloud9 to try and play around.
And the farmed heroes on Cloud9 side are not the Jugger, so that means this BKB for Ana is just as efficient as the other one we talked about. It's going to be impossible to kill on this. Alright, here we go.
Oh, Tornado, EMP, yep. All he wants to do is just to lay up MSS. MSS going to Yule Scepter out of the effect of at least the EMP as they push him down, but S4, the perfect call. They dunk down the Timbersaw. Unkillable, I think not. And now they go for more. The quick tornado. It caught Eternal Envy. You said his life was hard. He'll spin, get punched, look like an omelet from Tusker. They want more. Omni Slash. Tusker needs some help. S4 will tank it, turns on the blade mail, starts the spins up, and Eternal Envy so low. S4 getting the breath of life from Notel. The Sunstrike's right the mark. 2 Pilot Eye will fall. Anna has himself a double kill under the protection of his BKB. Sands his ground. He'll look for the gem. MSS will have to gather it up. But here they go. Tusker, snowball forward. Anna does have that gem of True Sight stolen from Cloud9, so he knows he's got the vision win. Not to mention the team fight win. The score might be leveled at 25-25, but OG are in a commanding position now.
Yeah, that was a really good kill on the Timber. And, I mean, of course, if it's like a 3-on-1 for a good 10 or 15 seconds, then the Timber is gonna die. And his team didn't really find any good way of connecting there. They got one defensive 4-step off, but didn't really manage to save him. And then when he buys back and comes back in, they find themselves in these awkward positions. And No-Tail was, for me, just saving that fight time and time again. Really, really good life drains. Healing of S4. I think he healed him up twice and saved him.
Regeneration.
Here comes the Tornado EMP. Jugger has to spin this. Now spin is on cooldown. Let's get off a pretty good Omni here. Stone Kick is far off the mark.
And then S4 tanks it. Like the life that gets given right here. He gets it just in range.
Fata's trying to destroy the Supernova, and he doesn't manage either. If Fata wanted, he could have just killed the Axe there. He could have just gone in and Lagooned him, but he thought the team had control of that and that he could kill the Supernova. And these small things add up and make a really big fight for OG, where slightly different decision-making from Cloud9 would have maybe made that somewhat even.
And now OG's lead really stretches forward. They're approaching 15,000 net worth in front, and Experience has already reached that mark. They are just light years ahead. They've taken almost, well, they've still got 2 tier 2 towers left to go down. Been very focused on just ensuring the fights win out. And it's making the supports of Cloud9 almost useless. Speaking of which, like the lowest net worth here on the field, Highlight Die dies to Ana. They snowball forward. They're looking towards Sparta. The shards don't block him in. Instead, Ana actually blinks himself a little bit further away. G-Rex wants to keep going. Looking towards MSS. S4 was not there in time. His blink was on cooldown at the time. Couldn't reach to get the call off. But they'll take the tier 2 tower now.
I think it's high ground time now. They have Aegis. They have the BKB on Ana, the heart on S4. There's just so much tankiness now, and the Jugger is
Really tight.
tickling them still. So,
Yeah.
should be able to go in. Ana will do this fairly quickly as well. It's a very farmed Invoker. Nether Blast helping out from the back. Cloud9 gotta do something.
AUI is trying to play silly from the tree line. It's a silence on Ana, but it won't matter. NOTAL wants to take the damage. He wanted to actually expend his cheese
Radiant's top tower has
and
fallen.
keep Ana alive. Ana's still got the Aegis. Blink dodges Chakram. Tornado spam his heart out. Negative 18-second cooldown on that one. And then Nether Blast, Nether Blast, Nether Blast. And they're searching for AUI. Snowball. AUI is going to drag G-Rex in pretty far. In fact, G-Rex is way too deep. They'll kill him off and maybe get that gem back.
Glimmer Cape. No, not again.
Glimmer Cape, the Sunray, and the Drain from NOTAL. G-Rex is back to full life. They're sustained. Right now, it's Team Fortress 2 Medic. You're going to the Omnislash. S4 calls, tanks it himself, realizing his armor. Envy hits like kittens at the moment. He's forced back into his home, but they've already lost a large portion of that home. This is clinical from OG. Literally, medical. Who needs a dazzle? You don't need a dazzle in this game anymore. Just run a one position Pugna and they're able to make the be-all, end-all of Alakazam.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
S4. Oh.
He was looking for it. Almost got AUI. This Timbersaw. He can't even chain away. The Tornado, at least his Yule Scepter will protect him from that. The Sunstrike somehow manages to hit the eye of the Cloud9 4-hero Needle. Oh, confidence from Envy. Call from S4, ineffective.
The problem is for Cloud9 that they're not accomplishing anything. They're just losing towers. There we go.
Here we go. They get one, but the snowball, S4, he's got the call, the back line starts to spin, the Sunstrike will connect to the mark, AUI will fall, Legend Culling Blade bonus damage for everyone, movement for everyone, and at least Highlight dies, ulti has done some work. Tuskar will fall, the Geometry sights on the ground, Ana's completely bone dry of mana, but then again, NOTAL is wetting his lips on Highlight dies. Something. Call, clean up, trapped once more, drained once more. S4 doesn't have his Culling Blade available. Dodge the stun from Fada. The man who cannot dodge it is MSS, running outside the base as far away as possible. Do they keep the chase going? It looks like Pugna wants to, sees the TP and then realizes they come back. But they've already taken the top, they've already taken the mid. And there's the Aegis Immortal burn. Ana now has himself a full-side device, already replacing the slot.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.